Hello, how are you doing? My name is Otto and I hope you're having an amazing day. We finally have the new DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and in this video, I want to show you the most important features that this new camera has. This video is not sponsored and everything that I say is my own opinion. Let's begin with the most basic thing. What is the Osmo Pocket 3? Well, this is a small camera that is attached to a mechanical gimbal, and the main purpose is to make your videos more stable and keep the horizon level straight. It is slightly bigger than the popular but now older Pocket 2, but it feels good in the hand, and I was able to carry this inside my pocket day and night during my last trip. It has a weight of 180 grams without any attachments, and now it has a much bigger screen. My favorite part is that you can rotate this to a horizontal position and you can set the Pocket 3 to shoot in landscape or portrait mode depending on the position. The camera will power on when you move the screen to the horizontal position, and it powers on very quickly, so you're going to be ready to record in no time. You can also select to turn off the camera by moving the screen back to the vertical position, and turning off the Pocket 3 will lock the gimbal and the camera. There are many reasons why having a mechanical gimbal is a better option compared to other cameras that use an electronic stabilization, because they need plenty of light to work properly. Otherwise, they will have this blur glitch effect that doesn't really look good. This is not going to be the case with the Pocket 3. You are not just getting great stabilization during the day when you're walking or running, but you can expect to have the same results if you want to use it in low light situations. But the thing that impressed me the most is the video quality that we can get with this camera. It's just amazing to say the least. The Pocket 3 has a big 1-inch sensor that we've been all waiting for, and this makes a big difference in the quality of your videos. This will greatly help to improve low light performance. You can expect less noise and increased dynamic range. You can record at 4K at 24, 25, 30, 48, 50 or 60 frames per second. And if you select slow motion, it will record at 4K at 120 frames per second. It has a lower bitrate compared to the regular video mode, but still looks really good in my opinion. You can record videos using D-Log-M or HLG, and these color profiles will let you capture videos with 10-bit colors with a higher dynamic range. If you're more of a casual user, I think that the normal color profile also looks very good for almost any situation. Inside the settings, you can turn on Pro mode, and this will allow you to use manual settings so you can change the ISO, the shutter speed, and the white balance. This camera has many details that can be useful for different kind of users. For example, you can change the sharpness and the noise reduction level, and when you're recording a video, you can zoom in or out, and you can even change the exposure compensation. The DJI Pocket 3 also has a new video mode called Low Light, and this will make it easier for anyone to capture better videos in low light situations, taking advantage of the bigger sensor without having to change lots of settings. Now, you need to know that this low light mode doesn't support 60 frames per second. It only works with normal color profile. You can't record in vertical mode, and you cannot use active tracking either. Time lapses and motion lapses can be shot in 4K at 25 or 30 frames per second, and in vertical mode the maximum resolution is 2.7K. There are 3 presets for crowds, clouds, and sunsets, or you can manually input the settings that you want. And there is also an option if you want to have JPEG or RAW pictures along with the final video. Photo mode in small cameras are just underwhelming most of the time, but I want to show you a few pictures taken with the new Pocket 3, and I'm not going to lie, I was really surprised when I saw the results. These pictures are all JPEGs straight out of the camera, and in my opinion, they look good enough for social media or for everyday pictures. Let me show you something else. One of these was taken with the Pocket 3, and the other one was taken with the new iPhone 15. There is a difference for sure, but they are very similar. And when I asked my friends about it, none of them knew exactly which one was taken with the iPhone 15. Perhaps you can see a clear difference? Or maybe not, but let me know in the comments down below. The Pocket 3 can take panorama shots, and now there is an option to use spin shots or inception mode, where you can choose between 90 or 180 degrees. And this is going to make the camera spin around and make videos like this. There is an easy way to rotate beyond 180 degrees, but I'm going to leave that for a video that will be ready hopefully soon. Focusing on the Pocket 3 is very fast and accurate. You can use continuous or single focus and select or change the focus point by tapping anywhere on the screen. There is also a new focus mode called Showcase, which is going to be useful if you want the Pocket 3 to focus on a product that you want to show. You get some focus breathing, which can be annoying sometimes, but besides that, I really like the creamy bokeh that you get in the background. It's really mind-blowing to see this kind of blur that you will not get with action cameras, for example. And this creamy bokeh will make your videos look more interesting and professional at the same time. The equivalent focal length on this camera is 20mm with an f2.0 aperture. If you want a wider field of view, you can use this magnetic wide-angle lens, which will give you an equivalent of about 15mm. You will get some distortion towards the edge of the frame, but in some situations, they are going to be extra helpful. The DJI Pocket 3 has Active Tracking 6.0. This allows the camera to track or follow a person or an object that you select. And for vlogging or selfie videos, this will help you to worry less about your framing. The tracking is very sticky, and this makes it easier to keep your subject inside the frame at all times, and movements like orbit shots, for example, are going to be way easier with this. Having other people close by doesn't seem to affect the tracking, and if someone crosses in front of you, or if you pass by something like a tree, the Pocket 3, depending on the situation, will keep tracking your subject, as you can see in this video. And right there, I think the Pocket 3 confused me with that guy, who absolutely looks like me. There is a new tracking feature called dynamic framing, and this is going to help in your composition. So instead of placing your subject in the center of the frame, you can select one of these points, and that's where the subject that you're tracking is going to be at. The battery on the DJI Pocket 3 supports fast charging. It goes from 0 to 100% in just half an hour, and the battery life is very good in my opinion. I was able to record for 3 hours using 1080p and 2 hours and a half in 4K at 24 frames per second using Pro mode. The battery is not replaceable, but if you buy the Creator Combo, there is this battery handle that you can attach at the bottom of the Pocket 3. What I like about this is that you don't need to turn the camera off or stop recording to plug this handle. This battery will charge the main unit to a maximum of 60% in about half an hour, and charging the battery handle will take about 45 minutes. So this is a microphone test using the DJI OSMO Pocket 3. This thing is really awesome for vlogging style shots. This camera doesn't have a 3.5mm microphone jack, but you can connect an external microphone using any USB-C port on the Pocket 3. But if you get the Creator Combo, you will get the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, which has a cool looking design, it's wireless, and it automatically connects to the Pocket 3. So before we move to the next topic, let me show you how it sounds like on a windy day. How is everyone doing? So this is the second test on the DJI Pocket 3, and I am using this little guy over here. This is the external microphone with the, what is it called? The windshield. So it's windy. So let's see how it sounds like. It's time to talk about an important topic that a lot of people care about: I'm not talking about the price. I'm talking about overheating on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So, using 4K at 24 frames per second, the Pocket 3 ran out of battery at 2 hours and a half. The next day, I tried using 4K at 60 frames per second with Pro mode off, and the battery died at 1 hour and 55 minutes. So far, no overheating. So my final test was using 4K at 60 frames per second, but this time using Pro mode and D-Log-M, and I got the same result 3 different times. There was no overheating. The battery actually died at around 1 hour and 45 minutes, and just to be clear, all these tests were done with no airflow and no air conditioning. I feel that DJI is aiming the Pocket 3 towards both beginners and more advanced users by giving us so many features inside this pocket-sized camera. A large 1-inch sensor, great stabilization, better low-light videos, a big screen that can rotate, high-resolution videos with no overheating, active tracking, 10-bit color profiles, and the list goes on. Did I mention that you can live stream and use this as a webcam with tracking? Okay, so you can buy the Pocket 3 as a basic standard combo, but if you want to get the most out of this camera, the Creator combo is probably the best way to go. Besides the Pocket 3, you get this carrying bag, the battery handle, the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, this tripod, and a magnetic wide-angle lens. If you buy this product using the link in the video description, it will support the channel. And I'm not kidding, these ones are going to sell really fast. So think about it and see you in the next video. Just in general, the tracking is amazing. It's really, you can flip it anywhere. The camera is just going to follow you. Let's try again, but with a wireless microphone.